Hi, and welcome to the My Lesson Planner tutorial page. This is the Getting Started video to help you to set up your account preferences, password, and attaching a picture to your profile. First thing we want to do is log in. You'll be using the information from your email if you're an individual teacher, or from your administrator if you are visiting us using a school account. Put in your username you chose or you've been given, and the password. The very first thing that we want to know is who you are, to give us an idea of what you're going to be needing on My Lesson Planner. So just fill that out to the best of your ability, and if nothing really describes you, just use teacher. The next page tells us what you're going to be needing in the way of standards. Many of us are using Common Core, but many of us are not. So if you are using your state standards, you choose your standards from the drop-down list. If you're using Common Core, then you click on Common Core. We have several options here that we might want to go to next. But the first thing I think is a nice thing to do is go ahead and add your picture. We need a JPEG file for this. Make sure you've got a picture of yourself that is saved as a JPEG. So you click the button to choose the file. It goes to your files, you choose your file, and you pull it in. And then you're going to want to crop your picture. So just start from a corner in the picture and pull it down. And then press Crop Image. Take a look at your picture, and if you're not happy with it, you can always start the process over. You can start with adding a brand new picture. And if everything looks good, the next thing we need for you to do is to go into your account settings so that you can change your password. We set you up with a password, and it's either very, very difficult or very, very easy. And so we want you to change it for either reason. So make sure you choose a password that at least gets you to the good category on the difficulty and strength of the password. We want you to be able to remember it as well. Now at this point you can actually go in and start writing lessons. I think it's a good idea though, instead of going in and immediately writing your lesson plans, that we go ahead and set up some things that are specific to our needs and our preferences. So you go up to the top where it says Quick Links, and you scroll down to Preferences, and then click. There are several things that you can do in your preferences. The very first thing is to change this from the simple view to the calendar view. Now if you feel more solid leaving it in the simple view, you certainly can. But you're not going to be able to get to several of the options if you don't change it. You may see some tutorials with icons that you can't see. I do suggest that you leave those three alone at the very top so that you're not getting into too much over your head. And then at the very onset, we want to know about your standards. It's a very important part of lesson planning. So if you would like, you can lock your standards down to a very specific area so that you only see that group of standards. But you can also just leave it blank and not lock it down at all. It just depends on your needs. The next section of your preferences is going to get you into more details that are going to give us some specific things about your needs. One of the things that I also suggest that you do is lock your toolbar. Your toolbar is a sliding toolbar. It slides out so that you can see the wording. And it's very helpful, but for some people they like for it to be locked. So that's the place where you will lock it if you want it locked. And all of these individual components are what you can check in your lesson plans for any accountability needs. And now you're ready to start lesson planning.